Happiness is relative. Happiness always has to be compared for something else for it to be happy. Happy is relative because you wouldn't know what being happy is unless there's a part in your life that you were sad, because you would know what it would be like to lose the happiness and to not have it. Relative because happy is the art of missing something. It's the art of feeling as if there's a piece of you that isn't there. And that's the difference between happy and sad. For example, social media is the highlights of happy. When you get on social media, you see people at their highest and how happy they are, enjoying and doing what they love, and you see that, and it's almost you get envy for it, and you want to be that because you feel as if you want to be in their shoes, because you feel as if they're happy, and you see that what they're doing, and you want to do that as well because you can tell that what they're doing is making them happy, and if they're happy, then it feels as if you're not happy. You guys get to see somebody on social media, you get to see them when they're at their highest, when they're at their happiest. It's like as if you see the highlights of their life. Social media is the highlights of someone's life. It's when they're always at their happiest, and it's just bits and pieces taken out of their really long life. So when you look at someone when they're on social media, and then their Snapchats and their Twitters and their Facebooks, you're only seeing bits and pieces of them when they're at the happiest. And then it's us as the audience and as the viewers who see that and see those moments as happiness. It's when we start to define our happiness as being someone else's happiness that we kind of can't achieve happiness. That's when happiness becomes unattainable, because how can we obtain happiness? It's when we start to compare our happiness to someone else's happiness that happiness ends up becoming unattainable. Because when we compare our happiness with someone else's happiness, because when we're at our happiest, we see someone else who's even more happier than us, then we try to strive to attain that happiness. And then when we achieve that happiness, then we see someone else who's even happier. And then we just start trying to achieve that kind of happiness. This kind of leads to a domino effect. And in the end, no one's really happiness, because there's always that longing for something more. So is happiness actually obtainable, or are we ever just going to reach? So is happiness ever obtainable when we're constantly searching and looking and longing for something else? Is happiness actually obtainable when we're always longing for something else? Can we achieve happiness when we're constantly looking for something else? So can we actually obtain happiness when we're constantly longing for something else and wanting more and more and more of what we think is happiness? So this really leads us to the bigger question: can happiness coexist with greed? And that's where the area of gray starts to become. Who knows if happiness can actually be obtained? Let me know what you guys think below in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe for more videos.